Sigurd. Eivor, before you say more, I must tell you something. Randvi and I have ended our marriage.
I am sorry to hear that.
형이 란드비랑 이혼했어요.
We adore one another dearly, but our marriage was not built on love. We were brought together as an act of peace. I was pledged to her well before I knew her, and though we have tried to settle our differences and find love in our faults, it has not worked out. And so we have dissolved our bond. Yet as a clan, we will grow together.
Then I'm glad for you both, and for the rest of us. This place would not be the same without you two.
그러면 이제 솔로야, 란드비 언니? 형수님 이제 솔로야, 이제. 돌싱이라고. 근데 내한테 들이대도 돼. 이제 허락해줄게.
I want to see the Alliance map.
들이대는 글 없어졌네.
Hamptonshire, the last Saxon stronghold.
And very heavily guarded. King Alfred is preparing for war. You will meet tremendous resistance.
As will Alfred. Is Guthrum Jarl there with his army?
He is. He and Ubba have gathered a sizable force and intend on launching an attack on Alfred soon. If we support their assault, England will fall to us. A pagan land where a multitude of gods may freely roam.
이교도의 땅으로 변한대. 자기들이 자기 자신을 이교도라고 얘기하고 있어. 그게 뭐야?
I will go to Hamptonshire and speak with Guthrum. Send word to our allies to gather in the Thames just outside the Shire.
I will. May the gods share in this, our final victory.
우리의 마지막 승리. 자.
What is it?
Eivor, you must not go. You must not. The signs, the portents, they shout and wail. Your leaving will be our doom.
Speak clearly, Volker. What have you seen?
I have thrown the bones. I have stirred the offal of beasts. And in the rising steam, I saw the end of it all.
뭐?
Though this battle you may win, this war you will not. Your foe will be your master. Your hope will be your grief. This is fate. Our fate.
I thank you for this, Volker. But the yarns of fate are too frayed for me to follow now. I owe this fight to my friends and allies, and I will see it through.
Go then, with great care. But know that the home you leave will not be the home to which you return.
그리고 거기에 묻히는 건가? 그래. 뭐가 있으니까 저런 말을 했겠죠.
Strange to see Norse and Saxon ladders flying side by side. I should find them.
Eivor, you come at Guthrum's call. It is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There's an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their handles
초반에
up.
동맹관계 맺었던 소마네요.
We took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him.
Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention,
싸우고 있네.
Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
Guthrum does not negotiate with oathbreakers. Men whose words are only shadows of their thoughts.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have 1 day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen.
아예 말이 안 통하.
Their commander,
저
what
새끼
did his
저거는
men cry as he fell?
얼굴부터 마음에 안 들어. 그냥
Yes.
관상부터가.
That was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake
이때부터 나온
tongue.
거지.
But he
뼈와
gains
살을
nothing
분리해준
from
막
the slag.
객장이다.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We'll burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
벌써 싸우고 있는데.
Burn Wareham to the ground!
아니 왜 싸우는데?
Payment for those warriors they have sent to Valhalla.
알았구나. 아니 아무도 말을 안 해도 누가 알려준 거야? 야, 안으로 어떻게 들어가? 태워.
After cooling in this sudden field, you'll burn in hell. Leave nothing standing. You'll burn in hell. Didn't steer your swords.
아니야 이런 거 보면 약탈할 때 왜 다 태워? 그냥 가져가는 게 이득이지 않아? 이해가 안 되네.
Their prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma.
아까 그 지새끼 같은 걔 약간 좀 족장난 그만해라. 와우.
Stand firm, all! Do not lose your nerve!
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men! Move!
Move!
Saxons ahead!
가자.
For Uba! His blood soaks your soils!
The ruins are close!
More Saxons! Draw your weapons!
와우. 갈수록 센 애들이 나오네. 뒤질래?
Where's your king now, Saxons? Cowering like a mouse!
We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He will not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there, and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know. They're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Ubba lies cold in an English field.
I've called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Soma, ride north to the Thames and lead
오늘
my
그러면
allies south.
같이 있는 거예요?
They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
아니 그
Alfred's
옷이
skull
너무
with my
많으면
bare
저
hands if Ubba is dead.
We cannot dwell on
1톤
this,
트럭으로
even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred, hound his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not
일단
dash
트럭으로 좀
ourselves against hopeless
실어주면
courses.
되지.
We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
아니면 버릴 거 버리는 건가?
Now, Wolf-kissed.
I took them too hard in my darkest times, my friend.
저거 한 번만 찍고 가자.
He is back with you?
My
구스럼
brother's
씨.
story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
스토리랑 좀 무관하긴 한데 이거 한 번만 찍고 갑시다.
Myself here.
인터넷이
Ridding
좀
the land
필요하지.
of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I've come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands.
There. This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings.
오케이.
What is your plan?
We can tread quietly so as not to alert the guards. I can
어,
rate this
무슨
place
소리
in
하는 거야
moment.
지금? 조용히 가다니 무슨 소리 하는 거야 지금? 요새 세상에 조용히 가는 게 있어. 그렇지. 나이스. 바로. 하하. 조용히는 가지 않는다. 무슨 소리 하는 거야 지금? 선물이네.
Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye, free us and we will fight by your side. Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You will have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here to a camp near Chippenham. But I can rate this place in moments with my crew.
이제 꽁냥꽁냥만 하면 돼. 꽁냥꽁냥.
No, but we must keep looking.
아 저기 있구나.
Enough skulking!
These Saxons do not deserve compassion. I will wash my blade in their blood. There. These are my men.
I told you Guthrum wouldn't leave us here to rot.
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Guthrum, some of your men.
We will not be feasting in Odin's hall tonight, boys.
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Find your countrymen there.
Good.
There is a camp set up north by Chippenham. Go there.
As long as I can cut some Saxons down, I don't care where we face them.
Thank you. Thank you, Eivor. You did a great deed here.
시간 나면 들어와서 좀 틀어놔요. 핸드폰을
I need
뒤집어
no
놓든지.
thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more
컴퓨터로
when we
봐야만
safely
저
away.
포인트가 보이나?
You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh, though
그럼
the
어쩔
words
수 없지
were.
뭐.
But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of full case torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth, and blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
The Vaffentune. I fear the worst, but I must know.
To the waves! Sail! Catch the wind!
Sing us a...
근데 자기들의 삶이 전투민족이라고 해놓고 저렇게 후회하는 건 뭐요? 그놈의 아너에 목숨 걸면서
Yes, sail!
Hold on.
What are you doing?
You soft-cheeked Anglo boys. Have you brought your mothers with you?
My mother is worth 10 of your...
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
다 왔네. 동맹국도 다 왔네. 하...
I never thought it possible, Eivor, that you would rally Saxons and Norse under your black-feathered banner.
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel and plug their hearts with his god.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Ubba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
계획을 검토하고 공격을 개시하자.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields.
알프레드는 내 거다.
Already be
건들지
too
마라.
late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I
근데
confront
알프레드
Alfred.
없을 것 같아.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tefta with you.
꼭
They
이렇게
could
팀이
produce one convincing
많으면
the Thanes.
그 중에 배신자가 한 명 있거든.
Take Edki and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might. Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you, Eivor.
And I.
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm. Your axe arm's strong, and together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine. Soma, with me. Everyone else, go quickly to the village.
다시 한 번 더 얘기했다. 알프레드 내 거다. 건들지 마라.
Advance. Be on the lookout for any stray guards.
습관적으로 떨어질 뻔했다.
Get to the village and wait for my signal.
저기 성당 안에 있겠네.
Let's smoke the rat out of his guard's house. Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex my torch.
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone.
그래,
And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey,
없을 것 같더라.
to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
이마도 말 엄청 재수없게.
Die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder. Do your worst.
일로 와.
Such empty fury. It does not matter if I die as long as
일로 와.
Alfred's safe.
시끄럽다.
Your life means so little.
함다 그렇지.
Die, coward!
아이고. 일로 와.
You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his
와,
throne.
충신이다,
This
충신.
island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force, or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon England.
이런 애는 안 돼.
If I
죽어라.
must strike down all of England to subdue her, let it begin with you.
O Lord, into your hands I commit my spirit.
안 돼, 안 돼. 넌 죽어.
The men of Wessex! They came from every house and hovel!
일반 사람들이 집안에 있었던 게 아니고 군인들이 다 차지하고 있었구나. 함정이었네. 안 돼!
Soma, fall back!
For life!
아!
For death!
together, lad! Die!
Did you see Alfred?
No, but your Saxon boys were ambushed. One lays wounded.
Hold these men back. I'll find them. Go, Eivor. They will look after us. Hunwald! Come, get up! This is no time for weep wailing.
I cannot. And there is a blackness closing in around my eyes. It frightens me.
진짜.
Forgive me, Hunwald. I should have been quicker. No. No.
Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast. Sob bright words of welcome and until you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
다 뒤지네, 다 뒤져.
God grant you! I should check on Guthrum at the feast hall.
To hell with you!
Do not waste your efforts here. Go help the others.
Guthrum! I need you fighting with the rest!
These men will not surrender! And one little cockflogger barricaded himself behind that door there!
I will find a way in!
가자.
God damn, they step aside!
You dead! Dead!
You will regret this for all the interruption! Leave me be! I'm no threat to you!
뭐고?
I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison.
굉장히 찝찝하게 끝나겠는데. 아.
What can I do? I will find a way to open the gates from the inside. Hurry!
Watch for the counter!
That is most of them. Make sure the garrison stays under our control.
Okay, okay.
I need to help the others.
아니 이래갖고 동맹국 대장들 다 죽으면 사실은 다시 동맹해야 되는 거잖아. 아.
They're weakened. Let us finish this.
아프다.
This feast will end in blood!
크리스마스에는 지지 않겠대.
Last of the Saxons are fleeing. The battle is won! That's it! They're fleeing!
소마를 잃은 건 너무 아깝네. 아.
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Guthrum Jarl, we are not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me! Soma is... she's gone.
Soma? Dead? She has gone to the Endless Feast, and is the better for it.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes. There's nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died, and now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now to the end of days. And to Hjor, warrior, husband, and a friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his
아니
father's
히어로도
side.
죽었어? 아, 뭐야?
May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead, our fallen warriors, and speed them to their end. Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not suit you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I've made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it, a plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
애인이 에이보로 마을에서 살고 있어요.
Eivor?
Swanborough,
No. Gods, no. Don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
I am sorry.
Oh! My own one. No! My poor swan! Oh, gods!
I know words are poor salve for a wounded heart. I will leave you to mourn, and know that we are here for you, always, should you need us.
란드비!
You look...
Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the Kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Rest, then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it.
Far away. A place of...
뭐야?
Between you and me, Eivor, always thought you'd be a good Jarl.
About you and Bridget. When do you wish to be wed?
The sooner I can make her my wife, the happier I will be. But we are fine to wait until everything has settled here.
Enough waiting. Cool your forge and cover your anvil. Let's get you married.
Wonderful. Shall we gather everyone?
Gather your wife and your courage. I will bring the people together. I am honored to stand before you, Gunnar, Bridget, on this bountiful day, to celebrate the strength of your bond and to see you wed. I am in witness of a love that inspires and empowers. I invite you now to speak your vows.
To you, my darling Bridget, I offer this blade, forged in flames that burn as brightly as my heart.
반지도 아니고.
A blade as sharp as your wit, as glinting as your beauty. May it sing through the air as sweetly as your voice meets my ears.
Dio, see dwi cari ti Gunnar. Dwi'n ever am lwcus bod I wedi dod o hyd o ti yng nghariad.
And I give you my sword and my promise that I will stand at your side forever.
Hyd fi di breuddwydio am future yn hun, a di so tawalwch in hope, a premonition. Ond dim mount o sgraen a foresight paratoi fi y sweeping adventure meeting ti. Tiw'r enaid fel dim arall. A dyn a strong a bwretiki. Ac fel at I ffies, y calon, yn hedban dyr y ti.
Such poetry. Oh dear. You make me cry.
알아듣는 거야?
Let us hedfan efo'n gilydd, tro bywyd and beyond.
I offer you this ring, and take yours in kind. I will wear it with pride and honor, warmed by the love of so perfect a lady.
And I gwisgo fe fel calon, adoration a ffydd am byth.
This is the greatest day of my life. Embrace me, my love.
어쨌든 결과는 좋으니까.
With our couple now bonded in matrimony, now we drink.
나를 부른다고? 왜? 저 뒤에.
I think it was nice.
Randvi, saw you looking a little lonely. Thought I might come and join you.
How nice. Are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I never thought I would see gruff old Gunnar so enraptured by a woman.
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read, but I am pleased for him, and for this day of rest and respite. After everything, a few days of feasting will do the people some good. They need this.
They do.
Will you walk with me?
Anywhere. Lead on.
Something has been on my mind for some time. I am no seer, but I foresaw this day long ago. Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing, through our victories in war and in diplomacy. And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me, and your confidence.
As I am honored by your friendship.
And I by yours.
Eivor, I want you to know that Sigurd and I are... We are severing the bonds of our marriage.
들어서 알아.
We share a love that is steadfast, and I have faith it will forever be so. But it is not the love of a wife and her husband. It was not an easy decision. But after we talked with honesty, we embraced more warmly than we have in a great while. I think we will be happy.
I hope so. And I am pleased for you.
I am pleased for myself. Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more.
And what about you? What are you looking for?
I have all I need right here. With you. With our people.
고백해. 돌싱 언니잖아 이제.
I want to say, Randvi, I love you, and I have for some time. I did not pursue it, not wanting to betray my brother's trust. That does not mean I did not desire it. Does that surprise you?
그렇지, 고백 타이밍이었어.
Gods, I worried you saw me as a woman starved for the affection of her husband. That it was loneliness driving me. But it was you, Eivor. Only you. Everything you are, everything you will become.
Randvi, without you I would have lost my way 1,000 times.
I never told him outright, but I doubt he will be surprised. I think he may have suspected it even, some time ago.
If he suspected it, he never said anything.
He is more observant than I often give him credit for. I believe he sees us as we are, and as we hope to be. We can wait to tell him. Give it a few days, when the feasting is over and everything is settled.
Agreed. I have waited long enough for you, and you for me. That is another few days.
The blink of an eye.
그 스토리 굉장히 러블러브한 지금 스토리인데 배경음악은 왜 도대체 이런 배경음악이냐고. 뭔가.
Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech. We must not miss that.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
Are you kidding?
Am I? Come, we should go.
뭐야 또? 웬 이벤트? 다 끝났다고? 형 여기
Good
있나?
day, my love.
어허. 방금 들었어요? 말이 달라졌네. Good day, my love. 한번 물어봅시다. 얘기해보지.
Come to me.
아니. 뭔가?
Should we take this to your chamber?
No need.
아하. 그렇군요.